Iyanla, can I just tell you, I've been on this show since the pandemic hit talking about how mental health is so crucial right now. I actually had coronavirus. My dad passed of coronavirus. And then like 5 other people in my family had coronavirus. Thankfully, they all made it through. So for me, I have been in therapy and I've been going 2 times a week, you know, the teletherapist and everything. And I feel like I'm getting better, but I have to tell you, when I went out on Friday night for a walk and then walked over to my pier on 125th Street, because you know I'm in Harlem, and no one was socially distant and no one had on mask. Very few people had on mask. And I got to tell you, that fear came up, Iyanla. Now, what can we do with that kind of stuff when we've been affected by the coronavirus, and then we go out to try and like feel like ourselves again, and then we see it made me run back in the house.
Okay, what were you afraid of? What were you afraid of? That's what we have to get to. When you see the people out there, when you see them walking with no mask, and when you know that you have already experienced this thing, tell me, what was the fear?
The fear is for them. I'm afraid for them because I'm like, are people not getting it? This thing is real and it's serious. And as you know, Iyanla, you are very much a part of the Black community. You know that for initially there were all those things going around saying that, Black people couldn't get it. Remember that when it first started, it was like all those silly things like Black people can't get it, right? And then it became a thing of like, it's propaganda from the government. They just try and suppress our rights, which is still going on. And that's going on across all communities. So I fear for people because I feel like you're so close together. You've got your kids out there. You're commingling with people who are not in your household. So you don't know what's going on. So many people are asymptomatic. And then also for myself, my mom is 92 years old. And so I'm like, we don't still know enough about this virus to know if just because you've had it doesn't mean you can't get it again. They don't have any real science on it. So for me, I was just like, oh, this is a beautiful night, but let me take my ass back home. Mm-hmm. And now I'm back to like just having.
But you're still not telling me what the fear was. And that's
the
where
fear
we
was
got
like
to
I
go.
could get
These
it.
are the things.
The fear was like I could get it again.
Yes. And you are speaking to exactly what I address on Fear Not, which is the 3 common basic human fears. 1, fear of nature, tsunami, tornado, hurricane, corona.
Yes.
Fear of nature, fear of the unknown, which this thing is unknown. We don't know where it came from. We don't know what to do about it. We don't know how you get it, how you keep from getting it. But included in the fear of unknown, Bev, is the fear of death and the fear of losing control.
Yes.
And then the 3rd common human fear is fear of other humans or fear for other humans.
Yes.
So what you just talked to me about has nothing to do with the corona. It are basic common fears that the corona has triggered up. Because you still have fears and concerns for your mom. Yeah. You still have fears and concerns about people. Who can you trust, what they're going to do? Because, people can be rabbit behind crazy sometimes.
Right, exactly.
So this is perfect because these are the fears that we have to heal and clear so that we limit our susceptibility to the corona. But those fears, I'm telling you, we brought them in. We brought them in with us. They've just been heightened. But the opportunity to stay home, the opportunity to go within, the opportunity to look at ourselves, that is the opportunity to really learn how to breathe, to keep those lungs pink and fluffy. That is the benefit that this thing has given us that we are not paying attention to.